Why is it easier to believe a lie before we believe the truth? I know why. It's because we're comfortable with what we're most comfortable with. This is how deception works. Someone whom is deceived doesn't know they're deceived. There's no preparation for deception. It's smooth, it's beautiful, it's seemingly the norm. It creeps up and steals and destroys. The funny thing about tradition is that when you grow up with certain worldviews or outlooks, it's often hard to come away from or break away from what you've known. You feel cozy with it, right? Of course. And you're never going to give it a second glance. Traditions and things you grew up with are never scrutinized because they have been superficially valid for years and years of repetitions. Now, mind you, just because you've always done something doesn't make it right. I urge everyone to look into their traditions and research what you've been told about everything that you hold dear, and you'll find deception so deep, so profound. You'll wonder how you've lived this illusion all your life. I'll tell you this side of love and passion for truth. Many people tell me, Shyla, SK, you're crazy. You got to be nuts to go out here and speak about stuff like this. But I'm always going to speak about truth because people have to wake up. We put our trust in doctors, our pharmaceutical companies. And let me tell you, the bottom line is the dollar sign. Pharmaceutical industry, or as some have come to know it as big pharma, it's big business, and you are their greatest achievement. I know a lot of people that work in the industry, so some of you may be aware, some of you may not be aware, some of you probably don't even care, but you should. God forbid if anything happens to you. Doctors work closely with pharmaceutical companies, and their main goal is not to cure you, but to treat your symptoms. Even if they ever treat you at all. You know the term, money talks and BS walks. These same pharmaceutical companies send doctors on extravagant trips for them to test out their new drugs and give them to their patients. Folks, they really have no intention on curing you, but rather alleviating your pains. And notice how they always make you take every test known to man before they prescribe you with anything or even decide, in most cases, if you're even a candidate for some type of surgery. I'm not speaking about all doctors, so before I get ahead of myself, let me say that there's truly some wonderful doctors out there that they really do care. But on the flip side is that they are your pill pushers. Yes. You can even say your drug dealers. This is a modern warfare, up close and personal. The impact of globalization is an inevitable fact. This means fewer jobs, less pay, longer hours, less freedom. Everything that you're familiar with gets taken away. Politicians tell you anything to get your vote and to get their way. The only thing that they're thinking about is the lining in their pocket and the agenda that's on its way. You don't have a choice. They are chosen, not elected. Think not that you haven't been watched. Carefully categorize and catalog. It's a new age, but the theme has always been the same. What's that you say? Well, it's always been about control. That's right. Don't be deceived. I see a lot of babies out there, and we need to step it up and put on our grown woman and grown man pants on now. Do you actually think that things are going to get better in this world, that we will soon all be living in a wonderful utopia? When these people are telling you peace and peace, that's when you have to question, from where does this peace come? There's a world of illusion, and they want you to sleep right up until the point that it's too late. Folks, I'm here to tell you that it's almost too late. We're at that final hour. Careful tabs have been placed on the American people for quite some time now, not just the Bush administration with the Patriot Act. They've been spying on Americans for the longest time now. This is not a new thing. It didn't happen overnight. Think of all the cute little gadgets we have now, all so cute, tracking our every move. Facebook, Instagram, cell phones, tablets, your clothes, OnStar, various products you buy, etc., etc. You go to the market, the grocery market, And they want you to fill out a card so that you can get a keychain so that you can scan it and maybe you might get a discount. But they keep track of what you buy, building databases and inventory of you, of us. We're like cattle. If you don't believe, please, and I urge you, don't take my word for it, but do your research and you'll see for yourself. Google Agenda 21, Google chemtrails. You'll understand just how profound it gets. Grassroots organizations, all under the guise of a quote, end quote, greater good. Whose good are they designed? Are they for who's good? And they're designed just that way. However, truth is stranger than fiction, and it always has been. You've been lied to by your government for a long, long time. The paper in your pocket that you hold so dear, the paper that you kill yourself to have, the green paper is as much as the ink that is printed on. This is my mission in life. Truth. That's what it all boils down to. The media is a distraction. Their news stories are mixed with truth and half-truth and lies. They're not going to tell you what you need to know or what's really going on. What they really do is force their opinions on you and you agree. Most of it sounds legit. But you have to understand that all major news media is owned by the same corporation or higher ups. It seems like another angle, but it's all the same. Didn't I tell you about deception? Your children are being indoctrinated and enslaved. We are being manipulated and dumbed down by toxins in our food, water, and air. The most important thing you can do right now is wake up. Understand what's going on around you. Be proactive. Get your friends and your family involved. Inform them and educate them. Educate yourselves. Thanks for your time.